Warning, this is a family-friendly radio. Children of all ages are welcome to participate.
This is my grandpa's geocaching talk show. And now for our latest news.
Hey geocachers, check it out. Cacheface.com is back by popular demand. Cacheface is a dedicated social network for geocachers to connect and share in their caching passion globally and in real time. Cacheface complements the existing geocaching networks and forums around the world and allows people to connect with these networks and forums that are quite limited to their own areas, locations, to come together in a global space and hang out, connect, share, and even make new friends along the way, all from one central place. That's www.cacheface.com. See you there. Hello geocachers, this is Hikerjamz
and Crazy Critter 1966.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 40 of
After-Cache.
PhotoCaching.
PhotoCaching, After-Cache, PhotoCaching, okay.
Yeah, PhotoCaching. We have a few things for the show today. One of them we're going to say a little bit about. The 2015 geocaching mission on May 2nd and 3rd. CITO weekend 2015 from April 24th through 27th. BringTheKids.com, 3 tips for finding amazing and free campsites anywhere. And the Ginger Geocacher and Friends blogs and stories. So stay tuned. We're going to kind of throw them out there and to where try to make the show last a little bit longer this time, which we've been doing pretty good at running it at 45 minutes, around 44 and a half.
You don't want it to go any farther than that.
No, we wouldn't have anything else to talk about after that. We pretty well got it set up where we can talk that long and not say the same thing twice or 3 times.
Unless we forget we said it.
Yeah, well, that...
We're getting good at that.
Oh, yeah. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I just talked to my buddy K&B a while ago, Ken, out in Bullhead City, Arizona. And it's not right, I'm telling you.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. Crazy Critter has that TB,
Bill's
her uncle,
dream.
Bill's dream, wanting to go to Nova Scotia. And good old Ken gives me a call on Skype just to let us know that his TB that he sent out from Arizona went to Nova Scotia.
And I've been trying for almost 4 months to get mine to go there.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe when it gets there, it'll get there.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. I know you can't expect it to just jump right up there though. Sometimes you never know. If people would read the instructions, it would have been there by now.
Yeah, look how far it jumped from the first day I put it out there to the week.
Yeah.
It went quite a ways the first week.
But then it backed up a little bit.
Yeah.
About what,
did.
20 miles or so?
The wrong way.
The wrong way, yeah. Well, I've got a surveyor. I got my surveyor TB that I sent off for. And, well, I got Ken beat on that one. He said he sent off for one and hadn't got it yet. Now, I've had this one, almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I've took it a few places with this and loaded up a little bit of miles on it, not very many. But I need to get that out there too. Well, let's see what we can start with. We'll see what we got. And first thing, I guess, find the page that I had it on. Okay. So, first one was get a first look at the new message center on geocaching.com. And that's something that they've been kind of looking at for a little while, and they finally got it up. And that is up in the top right hand corner of your geocaching page. You'll see a message, a little icon up there, where you can find your geocachers' names a lot easier if you wanted to contact them about anything. You just type in the name and it searches for it. I always had trouble trying to find somebody. You want to get a hold of someone and you almost have to look for something that somebody has found or not found, placed or not placed, or somehow or another to try to find their name, and then go to their page to send them a message. So I think it'd be a lot easier this way. I did send a message on it, but I hadn't got no reply yet. I should have asked Ken that when I was talking to him, and he's the one I sent it to.
Oh.
So I don't know what happened over that, if it got there or not, but it's in beta test right now. And it says we'll be the first to admit it. Contacting other geocachers hasn't always been the easiest thing to do on geocaching.com. We heard your feedback, and that's why we've created the brand new message center beta. With this new feature, you can send and receive messages all from geocaching.com. Geocaching premium members like you are the first to know about the new beta test, and we love your feedback for the final release. After you send a few messages, fill out this survey and tell us what you think. Well, I can't tell them what I think yet until somebody sends me a message back. So I'm still not real fast at it, but I'm getting there, and we'll see how that works out. Also, the CITO weekend 2015, Cash In, Trash Out weekend is coming up soon on April 24th through the 27th. Geocachers around the world will gather at events to clean up natural areas, plant trees, or remove invasive species, and earn a souvenir. That's something I have not done yet, but I'm pretty sure one of these days I will get to that. If you're planning on creating your own event, remember that all events must be submitted at least 2 full weeks before the event date. For those planning on attending an event and earning a souvenir, check out the event calendar or new geocache search to find CITOs near you. Make sure to mark your will attend to let the event organizers know you're coming. And remember, you have 2 extra days to earn your CITO souvenir for 2015. So you can look that up on geocaching website, and under the blogs, I would think. I think that's where they are, and learn more about it there. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, this next one we're coming up with is Unlock Your 2015 Geocaching Mission on May 2nd and 3rd. And this is this May 2nd and 3rd, celebrate the history of geocaching by unlocking your mission for 2015. May 2nd and 3rd signal the beginning of geocaching some 15 years ago. On May 2nd, 2000, GPS signals were descrambled, increasing the accuracy of GPS devices worldwide by 10 times. The following day, what would Okay, the following day, what would become known as the first geocache was hidden. Celebrate 15 years of geocaching on May 2nd and 3rd by finding any geocache or attending any geocaching event. You'll earn a new digital souvenir for your geocaching profile. Unlock details of your 2015 geocaching mission by reading the souvenir's description. Join the conversation with your fellow geocachers on social media by tagging hashtag geocaching15 in your post. Alright, that's one that came from geocaching also. Well, I think we've got that all covered there on the geocaching. Now, this little article here, I've been kind of following up on bringingthekids.com and getting the newsletters from them. And this one is 3 tips for finding amazing and free campsites anywhere. Have you noticed? Well, I better not say that yet. I'll have to go to that site and read it because it stops in the middle of it like an email does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not real good. So anyway, just for a second here, while we're waiting, you got anything to say?
No, I'm listening.
You're quiet over there tonight.
I know, but I'm listening.
Okay. So this bringthekids.com is, if anybody's interested in reading what they put out, it's bring-the-kids.com. And they got some interesting articles there from just this. It's not really much to do with geocaching, but it's getting your kids out. If you're going out on hiking or camping or any kind of sporting, any kind of adventures, and do geocaching while you're out there. What if I told you that most of the places that we camp are not only amazing, but that they are also usually free? Yes, over the years we've become masters at finding fantastic and free places to camp all over the world. And by we, I mean my amazing husband, Andrew. The trick is to go wild camping, aka boondocking, dispersed or primitive camping. I like that primitive camping.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I do. I was doing some primitive camping one time for 90 days. It was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
The only thing that made it more fun if I knew what geocaching was back then.
Okay, yeah.
I had no idea, but I did mark the inside of the tent with a black marker. Every day that went by, I put a little hash mark in there, and when I finally tore the tent down, I went through 2 tents. The first one, the zipper broke out of it, where I couldn't zip the door shut, and I had to go buy another one. And yeah, it was fun. When I left and took the tent down, there was 90 hash marks on that tent on the inside. So now, if you go up there to that website, it'll tell you how they do it, figure out where the public land is, and scour Google Earth, and be flexible. And just I think it's about every week they put something out about bringing the kids on outdoors adventures and stuff like that. So, it kind of ties in with geocaching. If you want to go geocaching somewhere, look for a place to camp for free. Spend the weekend. What do you think? Sound good?
Sure.
Okay.
No air condition.
No. That's not primitive camping.
I couldn't do the primitive. I'm sorry. I don't take heat very well anymore. Maybe in my 20s, but not now.
I did see a campsite set up one time. There was a picture of a tent, and the guy had cut a hole in the back of it and duct taped it to around an air conditioner.
I saw that.
Yeah, and he had a generator in the back of his pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And he called that primitive camping.
That's my kind of camping.
He had a little foldable table out there with a lawn chair, and it had his laptop on it.
Now see,
I had a cord running to the generator on that.
I can't do without the air conditioner, but I thought the point of camping was to get away from your TV and your laptop.
Yeah.
things like fishing.
But if you're going geocaching, you're not going to have time to get on your... Well, you need a computer to log your finds.
True.
Yeah. If you can just stay on that page, you'd be all right.
Yeah, good luck. I'd never be able to if I had a computer there.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are different when it comes to what they do when they're out for the weekend and that. Okay. Other than that, we've got one more story to tell, and we're going to take a shorty right here, and we'll talk about that when we get back.
We'll be back after this commercial.
Geocachers, check it out. FTF Geocacher Magazine, the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios, and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Check it out at www.ftfgeocacher.com.
This part of Geocaching Talk Show is sponsored by Cache Advance. For a full line of geocaching needs, visit their website today. They are an official Groundspeak distributor, and they have everything you need for geocaching supplies. That's www.cache-advance.com.
Looking for a geocaching adventures? Go to geofleas.com, spelled F-L-E-A-Z. Along for the ride. Travel fleas are now GeoFleas. Order your GeoFleas today and go along for the ride. With over 6 million geocachers around the world, it can be hard to leave your mark. Personalize your geocaching experience with GeoFleas today.
To find out more about geocaching, go to geocaching.com. At the top left of the page, go to Learn and click on Geocaching 101. And from there, you will find all the questions and answers for what geocaching is all about. Then you can sign up as a free member or as a premium member and get started as a new geocacher and enjoy the worldwide treasure hunting game wherever you are. That's www.geocaching.com.
All right, we're back, and we do have Lookout Lisa this week also, and she has a little different approach with her little question of the week, and we put that together as we work with the show. So while we're running her through this week, we're going to think of maybe something else to talk about, and we will get the Ginger Geocacher in there. So right now, we'll take it from Lookout Lisa.
Hey cachers, this is Lookout Lisa from Cache Advance, and I'm your host for the geocaching question of the day. Well, Cache Advance is your geocaching hub for all your caching needs, including the Cache Crate, a monthly subscription box of geocaching and outdoor gear. Well, Mondays through Thursdays, we ask our followers on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+ a question about geocaching. We recently asked, do you use watch lists for geocaches or trackables? Well, after tallying all the answers, we found that most all cachers do use watch lists for both caches and trackables. So here's what we heard. Laura on Facebook shared, yes, I do, mostly for caches that are on my list of wanting to do. Kurt on Facebook shared, both. It's a great way to see where TBs and coins reappear after, quote, disappearing. Well, Chris on Facebook was our only dissenter. He shared, no lists. If I find one, I like for it to be a total surprise. Well, Austin on Google+ shared, I use watch lists for caches I can't find. That way I can later see if it was my fault or if other cachers can't find them either. So either an ARG or an I knew it was missing. Now, Austin, I can totally relate to that as well. Well, Dano on Google+ shared, I watch every cache I DNF so that once people find it, I know to go back and who to email for an extra hint. Well, as always, we really enjoyed hearing about watch lists, and you can too. If you follow us, Cache Advance, on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+ for the geocaching question of the day. Thanks and happy caching.
All right, thank you, Lisa. And yes, we do use our watch lists, and we we put a watch on about every TB that we send out. We put a watch list on some of the caches that we put our TBs in to see how many people get that cache before somebody takes the TB out. And it's interesting to see 5 or 6 people get into a cache and then they somebody comes along and gets your TB out of it. A lot of people don't go for the TBs, they just go for the signing of the cache. Yeah. So we do use that quite a bit. Okay. You got anything else you want to add to that?
Nope.
Nope.
Not yet.
Okay. So, alright, then we will go into the Ginger Geocacher and Friends, Blogs, and Stories. I know a lot of you remember Ginger, the geocacher vlogger, and she was out doing a lot of videos while geocaching, but it kind of took the time away from her for enjoying her being outdoors. So having to deal with the camcorder and setting it up and doing all this and trying to make a nice video out of it. So she kind of gave up the cam recorder and just started doing geocaching, and she's still doing the blogging, and we'll get you the website to her blog here on the show notes if anybody wants to go up there and check it out. We'll give it to you on the show too, but we'll leave it on the show notes. Also, before I get into that, I want to bring up another one there before I forget it, because I didn't have it wrote down. If anybody's been watching our midweek show, Nature Talk, we had started another episode of Nature Talk along with our geocaching page, our geocaching podcast, PhotoCaching, and we're running that on a Wednesday. You can find it on the same website that you listen to these shows on, because I'm using the same program for it. But it's about 45 minutes long also, and this coming next Wednesday we're going to have a special guest, Nature Girl, who is a former veterinary technician and with about 23 years experience, and she's going to be on the show to talk about some of the animals and things that we might have questions or get stumped on, or if the listeners want to know more, they can send emails in to ask them questions, and we'd have it by the next week. So if you did happen to listen to this show, you can send an email to naturetalk@outlook.com, and that's the new email address for that show. We're not really tying it together with the geocaching, but we wanted to keep it a little separate, because everybody knows that our PhotoCaching, the reason why we're calling that PhotoCaching is because we do photos while we're caching, and nature and and geocaching together. But this other show, this midweek show, is totally without geocaching in it. It's just, we might mention it a time or two, but not to get into the middle of anything. So it's mostly and mainly nature talk, and check it out and see what you think of it. If not, that's fine, because like I said, we want to kind of keep the two separated. Okay, I didn't want to mess that one up and forget to put it on there, but I just wanted to explain to everybody why you see in the middle of the week something about nature talk. So if you're not into that kind of thing, just ignore that one and just wait till Saturday to get the geocaching, PhotoCaching podcast. Okay. Whew, we got so many things going on now with the different emails and different websites and everything. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so now we are going to go into Ginger the Geocacher. Everything's running awful slow tonight, but anyway, this is by Amber, and she is in Alabama, and she had changed her blog to the Ginger Geocacher and Friends blogs and stories, and you can find her on you go up there on the www.adventuresofthegingergeocacher.weebly.com. And that's a different website. WEEBLY. Adventures of the Ginger Geocacher.weebly.com. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read this, and it takes a few minutes, but it was interesting the way she took part in it. And it says 100. Okay, we all probably know what that means.
Woohoo!
That's right, I have finally reached 100 finds. It has taken me over a year to reach 100 finds, with a couple lengthy slumps since I was so busy with school. But what matters is that I made it. I got up early, 5:30 a.m. Early.
Way to go, Ginger.
Yeah, she put early in there twice. I got up early, 5:30 a.m. early.
Yeah, that's very early.
To make sure I would have everything I would need for this adventure. That's right. I was going to stop at 100. Yeah, there you go. That's right. I wasn't going to stop at 100. I was going to surpass it. I made the 30-minute drive to the trailhead through fog and glaring morning sun. I got there around 7 a.m. and after taking a quick picture of the foggy water by the trailhead, I was on the trail. I only needed 3 finds to reach 100. There are 26 caches that were on my radar for the day, so unless I had a very bad day, I was going to do it. Find 1, quickly in hand. Find 2, quickly in hand. Find 3. Proved to be difficult. This was the one that I needed to reach 100. I did not want to let this one get past me. I searched in a 50-foot radius of ground zero and came up empty. How many times have we done that?
A few.
Wow. Due to my exhaustive search, I had dropped my pack. It was only when I was about to give up and reached to grab my pack when I spotted it. I nearly stepped on it several times, and it took me nearly giving up to find it. We've been there too.
Mm-hmm.
When I spotted it, a wave of relief washed over me as I quickly grabbed it, pulled out my pen, and signed the log. I put it back with a peep in my step, knowing I had finally found 100 geocaches total. Yay, Amber. Okay, I moved on to the next cache, which ended up being a small, which was nice because I had my NCEES trackable that I needed to drop. I had made a camel duct tape flower to travel along with it, along with one of my travel fleas, geofleas. The location was very pretty. There was flowering trees left and right. It only seemed appropriate that I drop my flower among all of them. I seen the picture of that flower she made out of that duct tape.
Very nice.
Yes, it was, and she said it only took her 10 minutes to make it. So
I like the way she did that.
I want the recipe to that.
Me too. I like that one.
Send us the recipe, Amber. We want to know how to do that. So she continued down this trail, finding 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 with ease. Number 10 was the first of the 6 DNFs for the day. As I continued down the trail, I kept getting wrapped up in the beauty of nature. I saw several squirrels and chipmunks along with a gray dove and a cardinal, I believe. I had sent open invitations to geocachers to join me this morning on various group pages on Facebook, but I found myself going at it solo, which is hindsight. I'm quite glad I was alone. It's not very often I get time to myself, and geocaching gave me that. Don't get me wrong, I love my geocaching friends, but sometimes you just have to go at it alone. Today was one of those days. I came off the trail having hiked about 4 miles with several uphills and a total of 20 finds in about 4 hours, feeling accomplished. Today was a great day to get outdoors and geocache. As always, thanks for reading, and if you want to share a story, head over to the Contact Me and send me one. Amber, the Ginger Geocacher. Alright, thank you there, Amber, for letting me read that on the show, and for letting me post your 5 pictures that on from the show notes. You can click on the show notes there where episode 40, and it'll take you to those 5 pictures. They look pretty nice too. Yeah. And I was talking to her earlier today, and she said that she only ran across 2 people out there that whole time she was there, and they was both mountain biking.
There you go.
So that's not bad.
No.
And so she's over her 100 mark. She got the big 100 there, and I don't know what else could be next. 200. I told her, I says, now you work on your 200.
Well, she's got to start on it.
Yeah. I wonder if she's going to get the 100 fine trackable, or it's trackable, isn't it? The coin.
Oh yeah, the coin.
Yeah. I've got one of them, and I've got the 250, I think it is.
And I've only got the 100 fine coin.
Yeah. But that we're not sending them out. We're just hanging on to them. And so that's an interesting story, and that's what she's looking for on her blogs, is people to come up with their geocaching stories and send it to her so she can post that on her blog, and along with some pictures. So other than that, we're just about done with this show. We've been on here 33 minutes already.
That was quick.
Yeah. About 10 more minutes and we're out of here. I don't have anything else other than, what do we talk about next?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
Not much going on with my trackables either.
I talked to my buddy Paul the other day. He'd been pretty sick there for a while and had the flu.
Ooh.
He was really bad. He missed a couple weeks of work, I think it was.
Wow.
And I talked to him, was it yesterday? Thursday or Friday I talked to him, and he said that he's feeling a whole lot better. He's back to work. Now he's trying to get caught up.
Oh, that should be fine.
Yeah, that's usually when you start wearing your body down again.
Real quick. Mm-hmm.
Said he hadn't done any geocaching for a little while, but that's what got him down to start with. When he was feeling bad, he went geocaching for the weekend.
Yeah, that's not always a good idea.
Yeah, and so that, over in the UK, they're into their winter. I mean, it's not like he's from around here or Arizona or someplace like that. So they still have the cold and the snow and stuff over there. And they might not now, but they did when he had the flu.
I'm glad to know he's feeling better finally.
Yeah. So, well, other than that, you don't want to talk about anything?
No, we just need to tell Paul next time he's sick, don't go geocaching.
Yeah.
Rest up a few days before you do that again.
Hear that, Paul?
Yeah, you listen to me now. Woman knows best.
That's the woman speaking.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen. take it to heart.
Yeah, you get better a lot sooner when you rest when you feel bad.
That's right. Oh, I've been there though. I've done that. I felt better, and then went out and done something, and come
then
back
feel
home
bad.
Worse.
Yeah.
I've
done that too.
Sneaks right up on you.
Yeah, it can.
I know that back up in Ohio, I was talking to Jeep and James today. He said it was up in the 60s and really nice up there, nice looking. And he wanted to know how the weather was here, and I told him, I said it's been in the 90s the last 3 days. But wow,
I want the 60 back.
Well, you get it at night. It's getting down to about 60 at night.
Yeah, it's not too bad at night, but during the day it is hot.
Yeah, no wind blowing. Oh, man.
Miserable.
Can't geocache.
You can,
well,
but you need to take a lot of water with you if you do.
Yeah. You get out there around all them dead pine needles and stuff, man, you can almost feel the heat coming up through your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Walking on them. But, when the humidity changes back to a little bit better than what it is right now, it won't be as bad.
No, honey, I got news for you. It's going to do nothing but get warmer as time goes on.
Hey, they're putting out a lot of geocaches down here lately. But they're like 30 or 40 miles away.
Yeah, don't do us much good, does it?
No. It's not the part of driving, but when you drive that far, you pretty much have to spend a whole day out there doing that.
Well, think about it. You drive 30 or 40 miles there, and then you got to drive 30 or 40 miles back. That takes quite a bit of gas for the car we got.
$80, or 80 miles round trip.
Yeah.
But there's, like I say, there's a lot of parks down here that have people that give people permission to put geocaches in, and you could go to one of them parks and spend $12 for 2 people to get in, spend the day, come out with probably 30 caches.
And there's some pretty nice parks around here too.
Yeah. It's not as bad as like going out in the Everglades where you don't know what's out there.
I know what's out there. That's why I won't go.
Wow. I really wanted to go to that one out in the Everglades. That what was that? 6 caches in 8 miles or something like that.
Oh, you are out of your mind.
But after I got to reading what everybody had to go through to find them, I'm glad I didn't go.
No, you want to do that if you're in maybe your early 20s.
It's like 8 hours, walking, 6 mile or something like that, and there was like 8 caches. I don't know. It sounded fun, but when I seen pictures of them people carrying their shoes because they couldn't keep them from sticking in the mud. They was walking in mud halfway to their knees.
Oh yeah, mud.
And it was
water.
dry weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather was dry down
Still
there.
pretty nasty out in the Everglades, even in dry weather.
Yeah, that's nasty out there, but that's the ones that are rated a little higher than a 2 too.
Yeah. Think about all the other things besides caches that are out there.
Yeah. Well, they did see alligators, snakes, bear droppings.
There you go, bear droppings. Oh, there's
that
all
ain't the
kinds
word
of
I
things
was thinking first of.
Well,
but
droppings is
they
better.
They said bear droppings on the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got pythons out there, and you name it, it's there. Panthers, all that fun stuff. Wow. I mean, we have a lot of that stuff here, but we were close to a house where we can get in if we had to.
Right. I seen something coming home from the store earlier. It was dark out, and coming down one of them roads down there, and something ran across the road in front of me, and it looked kind of black. It kind of looked like it might have been of the size of a panther, but I don't.
We don't have those around here.
Not no black ones.
No.
Well, yeah.
There might be in the Everglades, but I don't know that for sure.
Well, whatever it was, it went right across in front of me. I couldn't see it because it was dark. It was black or dark brown, and it ran across the road. Where they got that brick wall,
Brick
sound
wall.
barrier, the sound wall down the road there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
and when it got
that's-
to that, it couldn't go nowhere else, either up or down there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was. One of these days, there's a dead duck up there. A bird, some kind of a bird. Looked like it was all just laying there when I went by, but when I came back, it was part of the pavement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Poor birds.
Yeah, it was. All I could tell from the bill, it looked like a duck, or it was looked like a duck.
Yeah.
Could have been something else that I don't know. I can't. Hard enough for me to tell what they are when they're alive and walking around, and when you see one flattened out on the road, it makes it harder.
I hope no kids are listening to this.
No, well, they'll be all right though. It's family-friendly radio.
That's not very family friendly. That's poor kids are probably going to sit there and cry.
That was a mean duck.
Mean duck?
Yeah, that was a mean duck.
Oh, some of them are kind of mean.
I want to go up there and visit that little donkey.
Oh, around
I like
the
to see
corner
that little
at
donkey.
that house.
This little donkey, he's about my waist high.
He's cute.
Yeah. And he stands there in the corner of the fence there about every day when you drive by, and
Yeah.
just like he's all alone.
That and how many? 3 goats?
I don't know how many there was. I never slowed down
I
enough
saw
to count
3
them
the
all.
one day. Yeah. See, here we go. We're getting off geocaching
Yeah, we're
again.
getting off of geocaching into. We're gonna merge these two shows together one day, but not really. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of geocachers don't care for nature. Yeah.
No, we just seeing that. To me, if you're geocaching, you should pay attention to nature.
Yeah, but they don't go out and take pictures
Well, true.
of nature and stuff like we do.
That's true too.
I don't think. Let's find out. Send us an email. Let us know if you take pictures of nature while you're geocaching. Send it to Radio Talk Show 2013 at gmail.com. And we'll find out soon what's going on with other people out there. Because I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know?
No.
If you don't like nature, you shouldn't be out there geocaching.
Yeah,
you
because
should be urban caching.
yeah, because think about where some of them geocaches are out in the woods, nature.
Yeah. But a lot of people complain because they're in the woods and looking for micros and nanos and mosquitoes.
Yeah, I'm not much on the micros and nanos in the woods, but you know, I'd rather be in the woods than in a place where there's a lot of people, like in town.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing in town. Everybody's watching you.
Yep, that's it. So, hey, we're out of time. It's 2 minutes to go, and we're going to get out of here and talk to everybody next week. Hope everybody has the rest of the weekend turns out okay, and that you have a fun and safe week. So, until next week, catch you later.